and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to each and every one of you. On behalf of JSW Paints, I'd like to thank all of you for taking time out and joining us here for this virtual event. My name is Amanshi Chatwani, and I have this privilege of being your host for the day. I hope that all of you and your loved ones are staying safe and healthy. Well, I'm pretty excited to be here because today marks a new beginning for JSW Paints. This is the moment that all of us have been waiting for. Today, we're going to see the launch of JSW Paints' new campaign. With this, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome our special guest for the day, Mr. Parth Jindal,
Hi.
Mr. A.S. Sundaresan,
Namaste.
and Mr. Govind Pandey. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment that all of us have been waiting for is almost here. I'm sure that the audience is very excited to see the campaign, and I'm equally sure that the creators are also excited to show us the new campaign. So let's move ahead and let's hear what the leadership team has to say about this campaign. With this, ladies and gentlemen, let me invite onto your screens Mr. Parth Jindal, the Managing Director of JSW Paints, to share his thoughts.
Namaste. Good morning everyone and welcome to the launch of JSW Paints. I do hope that all of you and your loved ones are keeping the social distance and keeping safe during these times, and I'm very excited to announce the launch of JSW Paints today. So JSW Group, as you all know, is one of India's largest conglomerates with presence across all the core economic sectors. JSW today is the largest producer of steel in the country, one of the largest private sector power producers. We also have interests in cement, infrastructure, sports, and various other fields. So, as a group, JSW today is a $12 billion group, and going forward, it's going to play a very pivotal role in getting India to its rightful place as one of the great democratic nations and economic superpowers in the world. So as you know, you need steel to build a home, TMT rods, you need cement to build a home, and you need to paint a home. So as I was exploring ways and as the group was exploring avenues to diversify, we were trying to align with the group's strength, which is manufacturing, as well as go into new fields and new industries. Paint stood out as a great opportunity for us to own the home. So today, when you think of building a home, you should think of JSW, and that's the journey we're on, from the TMT rods to the cement to the paint and then finally to the color-coated sheets. All of this is housed within JSW today. So and that's how we selected paints as an industry. First question that one needs to ask themselves is, does India really need another paint company? There are so many paint companies already in the marketplace. So is there really space for another paint company? And this is the question we asked ourselves. This is the question I asked myself when we thought of entering the paint category. However, when we looked deep into the industry, we looked at several faults that lie in the industry. One, you pay different prices for different colors. Two, you can get water-based paints in some shades and you have to get solvent-based paints in other shades and for other applications which are extremely toxic, have a lot of volatile matter and are not really in the consumer's best interest. So we really studied the industry and realized that there is a space for a thoughtful paint company that keeps the consumer and keeps the entire influencer segment at its core. So we thought of the painters, we thought of the contractors, we thought of the architects, but our entire philosophy was based around the customer and the consumer. From the shape of our packaging to it being square in the 4 liter and in the 1 liter packs, even in the retail packs, to the fact that every single application, whether it's on metal, whether it's on wood, whether it's for the wall, everything is water-based. This is the first time in the world a company has come up with 1808 shades and applications on all different types of surfaces, all at the same price. So that's why the second part of our philosophy has been on sustainability. We truly believe that the world is moving towards a more sustainable future, And that's why it was very important for us to come up with a technology that is 100% water-based and to use ingredients that are eco-friendly and conform to the world's best standards in terms of technology and quality. So it's a very interesting story. I was in business school. I was at Harvard Business School in my second year of my MBA program, and one of the professors I met, he and I started discussing on what should the JSW group do next. Little did I know that 4 of my friends who are also students at Harvard Business School joined me, and we did an independent project on this very subject. And the subject was, what should the next group, what should be the next business that the JSW group enters? So we studied the entire landscape of construction, from construction chemicals to waterproofing to pipe and tubes, everything, cables, and we realized, and we zeroed in on paints. So from January of 2016, this project lasted till May. And in May, the project ended with the hiring of Mr. Sundareshan, who's also here today, as the CEO. It's been a wonderful journey. We did our groundbreaking in 2017, and in a very short period of time, in 2 years, both our units, our industrial unit at Vasant, which caters to the coil coatings and allied industries, as well as our decorative unit in Vijayanagar, which is a state-of-the-art, most modern, 100% water-based unit, came live. So it's been fascinating. It's very exciting. Today is a landmark moment for us because we've crossed 1,000 retailers all across the country, and we're obviously announcing our brand ambassadors who are going to take the JSW Paints brand to the next level. So the campaign and the reason to exist for JSW Paints is to really make colors available to all. It was really shocking to me when I went to a paint store that you pay different price for a red versus a white versus a blue versus a black, and I never understood it. Then it made a lot of sense to me why most of the walls around us are white, because it's the cheapest paint you can buy is white, and it dawned on me that we as a country are not really embracing color. And that's why we decided as a company that our reason to exist is going to be that across all 3 product streams, whether it's the value, which is Pixa for us, whether it's the premium, which is Oris, or whether it's the luxury, which is Halo, we will offer 1,808 shades across all 3 product streams, and each and every color will be at the same price, giving a huge saving to the end customer and making color a real choice. It's not a price choice now. It's whatever color a person likes, they can choose. Whether they want pink, whether they want white, whether they want pastel colors, they want bright colors. So it really is all about embracing color. We live in such a diversified country with so much diversity, from the food we eat to the languages we speak to the festivals we celebrate. Everything is full of color and full of so much diversity. We want this same diversity of color, we want this same colorfulness to come into each and every person's homes. And that's why we're making all these colors available to everyone at the same price. And this is not just a launch gimmick. This is something that we will live and breathe every single day till this company exists. So this is something we are trying to do to push all our industry peers also to make colors at the same price. So that's why we've selected Embrace Every Color as our campaign. So the campaign tagline that we have selected is Embrace Every Color, or Har Rang Har Kisi Ka. And this is exactly what we want to live and breathe every single day. We want to make every color available for every person. We want Har Rang to be available for every single person. So I'm very excited to announce that we have 2 of India's most accomplished Bollywood stars as our brand ambassadors. They are extremely thoughtful personalities. The work that they have done stems from the serious to the comedies to action, and they are able to invoke emotion in all of us. We're very, very proud, not only with the work that they have done on screen, but also the work and the emotion that they stand for behind the scenes. So it gives me great pleasure to announce that Alia Bhatt and Ayushmann Khurrana have been selected and have agreed to be the brand ambassadors of JSW Paints. So let's hear from our brand ambassadors Alia Bhatt and Ayushmann Khurrana.
I am so glad to be associated with a beautiful brand like JSW Paints. Reading the campaign scripts, I was extremely impressed at the kind of beautiful messaging the brand was trying to put out. And the proof is in the pudding. JSW Paints doesn't differentiate in the pricing of its colors. That was an eye-opener for me. And I believe that we should congratulate JSW Paints for breaking a category norm and thinking about the consumer instead. Honestly, seeing the 1,808 colorful shades, it makes me want to renovate my home.
Thank you so much, Miss Alia Bhatt, for all those wonderful insights. And with everything that you've said, it has only got us more excited and geared up to see this new campaign. Well, we now have Mr. Ayushmann Khurrana to share his thoughts with us, who's yet another talented individual. And I'm sure that this association is a matter of great honor.
It is an honor to be associated with JSW Paints. Proud to be an ambassador of a campaign that unifies us as a nation by embracing every color equally. The thought has been executed well in the film and comes across vividly in the story. The more I get to know about the brand and its products, the more I realize how this company has really worked to take forward the tagline of Think Beautiful. With all their products being family friendly and water based, these paints are thoughtfully made, keeping the consumer in mind. Thanks JSW and good luck.
As a company, we are really trying to cater to the millennials. We are trying to be a paint company for the new age. We're trying to be a young paint company in all our interventions, whether it's the square can, whether it's the fact that the rollers can be inbuilt into the cans, whether it's the fact that we have very nice fragrances into the paint. We're trying to push the do-it-yourself market in a very big way, because if you look at what's happening in Europe, you look at what's happening in the East, you look at what's happening in the North American market, do-it-yourself has become a very big part of the painting culture. In India, it's just nascent and it's just started, but we thought that millennials and having a millennial icon like Alia Bhatt and like Ayushmann Khurrana would be an absolutely perfect match for the company. And they not only cater to the millennials, they cater to all strata of society and they cater to every age group. So that's why we felt, looking at the history, looking at their work experience, looking at their work ethic and looking at what they stand for as individuals, that they would be the perfect brand ambassador. So it's a great feeling to have them on board. This is the first time the JSW group has gone in for brand endorsement, and having Alia Bhatt and Ayushmann Khurrana is a perfect match for the company and for the group. I'm very happy to present the first ever TVC of JSW Paints.
कभी रंगों के बारे में सोचा है? हिंदुस्तान के रंग लाल, पीला, हरा, नीला। यहाँ त्योहार भी रंगीन होते हैं और टैटू भी। अरे इतने रंग तो इंद्रधनुष में नहीं होते जितने हमारे मिजाज में होते हैं। फिर धीरे धीरे हमने ये रंग बांट लिए, धर्म के रंग, जात के रंग, मिस्टर के रंग, मिसेस के रंग, अपने रंग, पराये रंग। तो चलो मिलकर इस रंगीन चादर को फिर से सिलते हैं, जो तेरा वो मेरा और जो मेरा वो सबका। इसीलिए पहली बार JSW पेंट्स लाए हैं 1808 शेड्स एक ही प्राइस पर, ताकि हर रंग हो हर किसी का। JSW पेंट्स, थिंक ब्यूटीफुल।
JSW as a group is always looking towards making long-term positive impacts on the country. And now with JSW Paints, we endeavor to think beautiful and bring people together through colors.
Thank you so much, Mr. Parth Jindal, for that wonderful introduction to JSW Paints' new campaign. And I must say, that the campaign idea is path-breaking. And Miss Alia Bhatt and Mr. Ayushmann Khurrana are the perfect duo to carry this brand message forward. It truly celebrates the diverse colors of the country and encourages India to embrace every color. With this, ladies and gentlemen, may I get your attention on the screens as I call on our next speaker, Mr. A.S. Sundaresan, Joint MD and CEO, JSW Paints.
When it comes to paints and painting, consumers first think of color. At JSW Paints, we have put together a wonderful bouquet of 1808 colors curated from all over India. While every paint company charges extra for every color, whether it's light or dark, we are proud that JSW Paints is the first and the only paint company that offers this entire range of 1808 shades at the same price. It's any color, one price. We are sure our consumers are going to just love it. We are delighted that Alia and Ayushmann have added color and made this thoughtful disruption radiant and colorful. Do enjoy and embrace every color. JSW Paints, think beautiful.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sundaresan, for sharing your thoughts. And I have to say that I didn't know that Indian paint companies charged extra for colors. Well, with JSW Paints, all the shades are available at the same price. I'm sure when I say this, ladies and gentlemen, you will agree with me that India is an amalgamation of colors. It tells the story of our people, our celebrations, our spirit, and also our silences. But today there is a narrative of diverseness that is causing certain colors to fade. Some colors are even used to divide us. Well, JSW Paints, with the proposition of Think Beautiful, has told the story of an India where all the colors are same. This is brilliant. I'm going to definitely paint my house with my favorite color, that is blue, and also white, and maybe also an extra other shade. And yes, I'm told that JSW Paints buddy will be there to assist me to choose the right colors and the products for my home. So now, isn't that what we call a real human touch? Well, now let's see how the team has created this lovely campaign. Can you please have the behind the scenes video of the campaign?
Hey, yeah, nice to meet you. He's looking for you.
Absolutely thrilled that our launch campaign is getting ready. And we are delighted that Alia and Ayushmann are here to make India beautiful. This is just the beginning, and there is much more to come to make you, India, and the world beautiful. This is good. Also do. Go at option ले लेंगे लोग. Look at Alia. Look at Ayushmann. हो रहा है वहाँ पे गर्ल पावर का टैटू.
We are here because we think beautiful. You love colors, stay tuned.
Correct? Yeah.
Action पे करना सचिन.
Like this?
हाँ.
I'm very happy with the way our launch campaign is shaping up. The campaign showcases the India I grew up in. a land resplendent with diverse colors. I'm glad we have Alia and Ayushmann on board with us on this mission to make India more colorful and united.
हो गया बढ़िया
Thank you so much.
Well, I think those were some wonderful insights that we got while watching this video about the making of this campaign. And I'm sure that all of you enjoyed watching that, didn't you? Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's move ahead. And I'd like to invite onto your screens Mr. Govind Pandey, CEO, TBWA India. He's going to be sharing his thoughts on the campaign journey.
It's a great privilege to have been a part of the journey of birthing an amazing new brand in this very, very crowded category. This brand is being born in these times, and it carries the ethos and the values of this generation. This brand believes in a more inclusive world, in a more compassionate world, and in a world that is more interconnected and eco-friendly. But most fundamentally, this brand believes that thoughtfulness is beautiful. Everything can be made more beautiful if you do it with a little more thought. That's how we came up with the brand purpose of Think Beautiful. We're also a new brand that wants to shake up the complacency in this category and bring about all the benefits to the consumer that can be brought with just a little more thought. Because a belief is only as good as the actions you take. JSW Paints, in an industry first, is bringing all the 1808 colors at the same price to the consumer. We believe that all colors should be accessible to everyone. Colors can't be stereotyped. Colors can't be only for only few people, because colors have a role to play in unifying the world. It's a great team of Subbu, Parks, and Nitesh, who's a very, very renowned and esteemed filmmaker that worked very closely with the team at JSW Paints to conceive and execute this. I'm delighted to see this commercial being launched to the entire nation and to let them know of the arrival of this very new age and exciting brand with amazing possibilities and immense offerings.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pandey, for sharing your journey on making of this beautiful campaign, Har Rang, Har Kisi Ka, Embrace Every Color. It is truly an incredible journey, and today you'll have achieved a great milestone with this beautiful launch. Congratulations to the JSW Paints family on this new beginning. You're all fully set to go from strength to strength and reach great heights of success. I'd like to wish all of you the best of luck. Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this virtual event. I hope that all of you have had a wonderful time. It was my pleasure being the host for all of you. I'd like to thank the JSW Paints leaders who've joined us today to share their insights and thoughts on this journey. Also, I'd like to thank all of you who've been watching us. You've been an absolutely wonderful audience. This is Himanshi Chitwani signing off. Stay safe, stay healthy, and take care.